Hey, hey, hey. What is going on? I should just go, it's Fat Albert whenever I do that. I want to play a song. And what I know is that if I play a song for too long on a live, they stop me. So I can only play a second for it. And I'll do it. Hello, it is Diane Hockman. I am right here in Wolcott, Connecticut. It is cold and nasty out. The temperature dropped at least 20 degrees. And I'm trying to pull this song. If anybody's here, say hi. Hi, Tony. I am getting this song. Yeah, so it's cold and chilly and one of those days. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear it. Can you hear this? Anybody know this song? Tell me if it's bad and you can't hear it. Do 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 do. I don't know if you can hear it, but that song is called "You Can Leave Your Hat On." Okay, and the original, I guess, was Joe Cocker. This version was by Tom Jones. Okay, you can hear it fine. Then we're gonna play it for a second. By the way, I love Tom Jones. I'm an old woman. I saw him, and I don't know, I was probably like 25 and he was like 65 or something. Still sexy. I don't know what he's doing these days. But my topic for today is your hat. And what hat? And they were still, Alice, they were throwing their underwear at him. He was an older guy, still sexy as heck. And like I said, I don't know if he's still out and about. He can sing. That guy can sing. So, and I was a little kid when he was super popular and my mom used to play him. But anyway, what hat are you wearing in your business? And this is like I wrote a letter to my list today. If you're on my list, go check it out. If you are not on my list, dianehockman.com. You have two choices for hats in this business. I mean, I suppose you could have all different choices, but generally speaking, you're either wearing a consumer hat or you're wearing a business hat. Okay. And that song is "You Can Leave Your Hat On," right? Consumer hat or a business hat. Okay. The consumer hat person is looking to buy something to make things better. They're looking to buy. Well, Jeanette then resubscribe. Jeanette says she's no longer getting my emails. I just sent one out. Let's see if it went. Just resubscribe at dianehockman.com. Maybe use more than one email address if need be, because they went out. So consumer hat person is looking to buy something to make things better. Okay. Whether it's, I'm going to buy some lingerie to make my partner more excited. I'm going to buy some shoes to make my hike better, or sneakers to make my run better. I'm going to buy something to make things better. Okay. And then, well, thinking hat, Olga just says I'm wearing my thinking hat. I think your thinking hat is really good if you only wear it for a little bit, because what happens a lot of times is people spend a lot of time thinking and they're not getting into action the way they need to be. And then the other kind of hat is your business hat. Okay. If you're wearing your business hat, a business hat wearing person is always looking to sell something to make things better, to sell something every day. They're looking to do business. So yes, business hat people consume, right? Because I consume software and I consume training and I consume courses. I consume, but the reason why I consume is so that I can sell things. Okay, I want you to hear that. Do I consume training? Yes. Do I consume software, tools, etc.? Cell phones. Do I buy new cell phones? I'm about to get a new cell phone. Mine is very tired. Will I buy new cell phones, new laptops, new tools, new softwares? Do I consume? Absolutely. But the reason I consume is so that I can put on my business hat and so that I can sell. Okay. It's very important because you have to sit and look and think. Excuse me, I'm thirsty today. Hello, Warner. When we're wearing a consumer hat, we're making a purchase and we get a euphoria at the moment of the purchase. And often we don't even use the thing we purchased. It's crazy. I want you to think about it. I have a closet full of shoes. I have a pair of shoes I just bought this weekend. I don't know when I'm going to wear them, but gosh, golly gee, was I excited. I got a really good deal and I bought them and they're sexy and they're high heels and they look really good. Now, my feet hurt after about 6 minutes in high heels, so I don't know when I'm going to be wearing them. I don't know. And then, of course, I rationalized and I planned all the things I was going to do, or I'm losing weight. And when I lose more weight, they'll feel good. Or when I put insoles in them, they'll feel good. Or when I do this, or I'm only going to wear them for a little bit. Da, 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 da. And what I'm doing is I'm looking to buy something that makes me feel good, right? And then as soon as I'm done with the consumption, I tend to put it in a box and put it away. You know what, Tony? Hang on 1 second. I'll show you the shoes. Talk amongst yourselves, entertain yourselves. In the chat, go do. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll show you the shoes. Okay. They're coming. And they're not even that high and they're not even that special, but they're your basic pumps, right? Black pointy pumps, basic pumps. Now, ironically, is I have another pair of shoes just like them. I have Spiga pumps. These are Clark's, okay? But when I tried them on, it was a deal and I could get them for 20 bucks. And these are normally like, I don't know how much they are, 100 and some odd dollars. But it felt very good and it felt very exciting and I put them away. Okay, I put them away. Now I'll show you what else I bought because I have to take them off my feet. I bought this pair of Dansko boots and they were on clearance and I got a really good deal and they were exact size I need. There was one pair left, 41s. That's what I wear. So I was really excited, right? But here's the difference. These, I was wearing my consumer hat because they were cute and I liked them and I was thinking about the outfits I was going to wear with them. And these, and I'm going to put it back on my foot, I was wearing my business hat, so to speak, a different kind of business hat, because I was thinking about they'll keep my feet warm. I can wear them all day. They're not high heels. They're super comfortable. They're soft and furry, but they're not furry on the inside like Uggs because my feet sweat. Sorry to be so graphic. So these, and guess what? Guess what I'm wearing today? I'm wearing these. I put them right on my feet. I've been wearing them all day, enjoying them. So what's the difference? When we're working in our business, okay, if we buy something for that excitement, that jacked up feeling, and then we don't take it out, we were wearing our consumer hat. And I want you to think about it. How many things, and by the way, I do this too, and I'm guilty. How many things have you bought that you had your consumer hat on when you bought them? And maybe you were in fantasy and maybe it was a good deal. It was only $7. It was only $17. It was only $47, et cetera, et cetera. And we didn't utilize it. We were in that consumer mode. How many of you guys go to the supermarket every week and buy food that you throw away? How many people throw away the kale and the spinach and the lettuce and the this and the that? You buy too much stuff, you throw it away. Because we go to the supermarket, we get excited, we go into consumer mode. We overbuy, we rationalize, and we overbuy. Now, if you move over into business mode, everything needs to work with that purchase, right? Everything, when you look at profitability, potential profitability, when you look at leverage, when you start to understand, when you put on your business hat, you're evaluating from a different angle. If I had my business hat on, I probably wouldn't have bought these. I probably wouldn't have bought these. And they are pretty soft. They're Clark's. I mean, they're not like crazy. But I probably wouldn't have bought these. And I also tried to wear them without like hose or anything. So maybe if I have hose on, they'll fit. I'll use them. But I wasn't thinking about daily wear, daily usage, kind of like life profitability. I mean, if you think about, if you buy a pair of shoes, the profitability of a pair of shoes is based upon how many times you wear them. If I spent $139 on the boots, they were $50 off, right? If I spent $139 on the boots, but I wear them, let's say I wear them 60 times during the year, which I would. These are like everyday boots. I would wear them all the time, like sneakers. Let's say I wear them 60. Well, it's only costing me two something per wearing. And if I keep them for more than a year, which I will, now it starts to go down into just pennies per wearing. If I buy these for 20 bucks and I don't wear them at all, right? They're very expensive shoes. So what's my point? My point is when you look at things with a business hat, you're looking at the leverage and the profitability. Have you ever looked at something and gone, it's too expensive, I'm not going to buy it, it's too much in business? Oh no, I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to buy that. Because a lot of times we look at the price tag, we don't look at the profitability, we don't look at the leverage, we don't look at the possibility. That's also wearing a consumer hat. Because when we're wearing a consumer hat, we're not thinking about income. We're not thinking about daily processes. We're not thinking about what's going to give us the return that we desire. We're just knee jerking and making decisions based upon things that have nothing to do with business. So Wednesday night, I'm going to be working with my buddy Brian, and I'm going to be talking about the way I look at and I see business things, the way I look at anything I purchase. And I'm not talking about shoes, because shoes I'm terrible with, but anything I purchase, from a piece of software to a computer to a cell phone to a marketing program to anything I purchase, because everything I look at, I see money in, because I have my business hat on. And then it's up to me to take action to create that money. But everything I look at, and when I look at something, if I see no way to profit from the item, from the thing, then I take a pass on it. So maybe there's an affiliate program where I can earn back what it costs. Like, for example, my autoresponder. I earn many times over what my autoresponder costs me. I earn quite a bit of money with that company. All kinds of software that I've sold over the years. I'm looking for profitability. Seminars where I've become an affiliate and I've sold it. I'm looking for profitability. Okay. I'm looking for profitability. And if I want to consume something, I require myself to figure out how to make a profit with it, whether it's through utilizing it to sell other things or whether it's selling that thing itself. But I require myself to turn a profit on it. I give myself a little bit of time, but generally, depending on the price point, 30 days to 90 days to 6 months, because if something's a bigger ticket, it may take up to 6 months to make the money back. But I just look at how many times over can I bring back a profit. And every business person does this. Many of us don't come from a business background, so we struggle with this. And that's why I'm talking about it. And we'll continue to talk about it probably all week, because this is the most critical thing you can be possibly doing. If you are using something, I bet you anything I could sell you these shoes. I could, if I wanted to, talk about these shoes, or I could talk about this seltzer water, or I could talk about this cute cup that Angel gave me. It says, "Life is tough, but so are you." She sent that to me when I was in the hospital. Life was tough. I could sell you this Pooh Bear and Piglet rock, right? The old "sell me this pen" line from Wolf of Wall Street. If I believed in something, I could tell you why it's valuable to you. When you're buying things, and this was a gift, but when you're buying things for your business, are you understanding the value and can you describe it to another? If you're not, if you're taking the thing and putting it in your closet like I did with those shoes, then you got that consumer hat on. If you put on the business hat, the same exact thing that you might be struggling with or somebody might be struggling with turns into a cash cow for somebody else. I want you to think about that. Why does one person make so much money with a particular software product, program, MLM, and another person doesn't make any money at all? What is the difference? And I'm not going to pull they always used to say, well, everybody has the same product and everybody has the same plan, pay plan. And so the only other difference is you. And they'd make you feel like you were substandard or something was wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You just don't have the right hat on. Think about it. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not that you're not capable. It's not that you're not able to follow some directions. It's not that you're not able to understand and learn. It's just that you've been taught your whole life to wear the other hat. TV since the 50s, the 40s and the 50s has taught us to be a consumer. They built, think about it, in the 70s, they built palaces named malls that were set up for, they were palaces of consumption. It was a palace of consumption. Not only did they give you all the stores and a comfortable, warm environment to walk around in the winter or a cool environment to walk around in the summer and showed you all the things that you can possibly buy, but they also gave you all the bad, not good for you food that you could eat. And they indulged you and they gave you an area where you could forget about everything and just consume. America is based upon consumption. And that's why, and with all due respect to those of you in Canada, I don't know, like I've been to Canada many times, but I don't know if you guys are like as caught up in the capitalism, making money thing that we get to be, that the States is into. But I want you to think about it. If everybody's consuming, what's happening to the people that are laying out the options? They're getting wealthy. They're getting wealthy because we were trained to consume. We were trained since the first time we got a quarter or a buck and we went out and bought something on our own. We were trained when we got allowance as a kid and we saved up money for, our first CD. Well, for me, it was a record, whatever it was. The first time we went to the movies on our own, we were trained to consume when we went out and we raked leaves or mowed lawns or babysat. I was a babysitter. Did you guys do anything to make money as a kid? Or did parents just give it to you? My parents didn't give it to me. I had to work. And the reason why I worked was to consume, because I was trained by Tiger Beat magazine and 17 magazine and Cosmopolitan magazine when I got a little older. I was trained to consume. I was trained by television commercials. I needed Jordache jeans and I needed Candy shoes and I needed all of these things that I had to have. I remember jeans at the regular store were like $12 and Jordache jeans were $32 in 1979. And I had to have Jordache jeans. Why? Because I was trained by society to consume. And what I want to do is train you to become a business person. Dina's here. Dina runs a big child care center, right? If she has to have people coming in and families bringing their children in and families paying the tuition every week and every month in order to make that business run, right? Oh, I loved the Cars. You might think I'm foolish. Yeah, I get going. I loved the Cars back in the day. Loves Baby Soft perfume. Mickey, oh my gosh, loves Baby Soft, right? It was like the thing. And lip smackers. Lip smackers. I liked the orange lip smacker. It was very, very, very important to me. It was very important in my life. So think about it. Dina has a daycare center, a traditional business. If nobody comes in, now she could have bought little desks and little cubbies and little shelves and little chairs and all the little things and all the toys and all the books and all the things. And she could have just kept buying all this stuff. But if she doesn't have anybody come in and give her revenue, right? She wouldn't have a business. She wouldn't have a business. We must have revenue. We must put on our business cap. We must look at something for the profit possibility. I don't think Dina opened up the daycare center to break even or lose money. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think she did. I don't think she said, you know what? I have an MBA and I have a corporate life. I think I'm going to leave it all to open a daycare center and lose money. No, she opened it to make money and she invested in facilities and tools and toys and all the things that you need in order to then turn around and have families come in so she could be profitable, right? The overhead. And our businesses have overhead. I run with very little overhead. I'm so lean. It's like every time the accountant like looks at my stuff and he's like, "Can you spend some money on something?" I'm like, "I don't know. What do you want me to spend it on? I don't need anything. What do I need? I need a phone. I need a laptop. I have a desktop computer. I'm sitting in my house. What do I need?" But you got to have revenue come in. Ginny, your first album was Purple Rain. Purple Rain was like what, 1983 or something? And you're, oh no, you're a couple of years younger than me. Okay, I get it. My first album was Barry at Corvette's in Brooklyn, New York. I paid $3.99 for that album, and it was the biggest deal. And I can still see being in the record department and looking at it and wanting it. I still remember, and I had it until not long ago, but I finally let my records go because let's face it, I don't have a turntable. What am I going to do with them? In fact, today I was cleaning out the studio downstairs in my house, and I have a lot of DVDs, so I was cleaning them out too. I got to call the kids and make sure they don't want any. Copacabana is the best. Barry just reopened in Vegas. I'm going to get Mr. Williams to take me to see, because he lives there. I'm going to make him take me see Barry, or at least go with me. I don't know if they'll want to take me, but at least I need someone to go with, so I can just totally torture someone. Nancy Sinatra, these boots are made for walking. Do you guys understand? We were trained to be consumers. Do you guys get that? So if you've been a consumer in your business, that's okay because you're doing what you were trained to do. My job is to get you to think differently. My job is to get you to understand that business hat. My job is to get you to start looking at something as the profit possibility that it is. And it's really hard to do that when you don't have a business hat on and or you not hanging around and being taught by somebody that has a business hat. I watch people coaching people who, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I hate to, I decided when I was in the hospital, I'm just going to say what's on my heart instead of trying to edit myself to be, to just, I don't know. I was editing myself. Guys, people who make no money, coaching people who make no money, coaching people who make no money makes no sense. Okay. Just look around. There's profit, there's money all around you. You just can't see it. There's ways to make money every which way under the sun. And if you're the problem's simple, it's the thought process, it's the hat you have on. And people who make no money encouraging other people who make no money, it doesn't make any sense. You need a plan, you need a thought process, you need all of these things that are required. And the first thing is you have to look at something. People just join things, and I did, so I'm guilty of this. When I joined my first money making opportunity, I didn't know anything about making money. I just liked the product, so I joined it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then I quickly educated myself about how the money was made. And I'm continually fascinated by people that can't tell me how the money's made in the program that they're involved with. I make a lot of money, guys. I make a huge percentage in several things that I do. And it's because I look for things that are profitable. I look for things that I feel there's a demand for. I look for things that are giving me opportunity. I look for things that are stable, because what's the point of building something if it's going to fall apart? All of this stuff, it's like I'll ask someone, wait, if you make that sale, how much do you make? I don't know. You don't know how much you make when you sell a package at your program, whatever the package is, the get in package? No. Okay. If you have 20 people underneath you, how much money do you make? If they're on auto ship? I don't know. Business hat. So I'm going to run, and I got some other stuff to do, but I want to say that if you're not registered for the Wednesday night webinar that I'll be speaking on, it's dianehockman.com/Wednesday. I'm just going to be kind of just running through my thoughts on a particular program, a particular option, how I would hit it. Um, it's crazy how much money can be made with this particular option that I like. And it's just a matter of deciding that I'm going to put my business hat on and hang out with people that have business hats. And the longer somebody's had a business hat, the better, because an experienced business hat not only sees profit opportunity, but they see the leverage. And the leverage is the magic. It's really the magic. You can't make one sale at a time and make $3 a pop and think you're going to make it. So, all right. I am going to do some other stuff. If you are on my email list, read the letter I sent today. If you're not on my email list, you should be dianehockman.com. If you need me, message me, let me know what's going on. And that's it. I will see you all later on. Take care.